ready to pop the cork in Champaign, Illinois, home to the Fighting Illini, and the fans clad in orange and blue are more than ready for this one. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team who is rested and ready coming off a bye, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Illinois right back to the line. On second down, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Maddox. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. And they got him for the sack. Fast, physical, and disruptive, Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. We can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
On 3rd down, going up top. Got his man downfield. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Illinois moving it quickly down the field.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
The give from the gun. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. They get to the line quickly. They'll give it to him again. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Trying to barge their way in. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass.
exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will have its first possession of the game. And how about this matchup we'll see today between two tremendous tight ends, David?
I mean, two guys that are so fun to watch that really make defense hard. Like, how do you want to play this guy? We're going to see which defense can step up and try to stop these elite tight ends.
He's going to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Michigan. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this guy certainly, from a statistical standpoint, has done everything to deserve a trip to New York City. He has been a big playmaker week in, week out for this offense. Get this, that last touchdown was his 20th touchdown catch of the season. This guy has been unstoppable.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Number 5.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And nobody responsible for picking up the free safety because, David, frankly, I don't believe they thought he was coming.
No, and whose responsibility is that? The quarterback. If I see the free safety blitzing, I'm throwing the ball deep to somebody to make a play because he can't cover deep anymore, so put that in your back pocket. They want to bring that safety blitz. I'm going to make them pay, and I'm going to throw the ball deep.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Unloads it downfield. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain. Touchdown, Illinois! And once he got loose, it was all over. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that. Nice job.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Kennesaw State went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Owls team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Illinois offense returns to the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. No reason to think so far we won't see plenty more offense on display, or will the defense find an answer as we start the second quarter? Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He's got great speed. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Trying to find his man on first down. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on first down. The snap sets up to throw. He finds his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Here comes the offense on second down. He'll keep it himself. They knock him down right there.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. On the option. Now the pitch. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Hand off from the gun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Makes a man miss. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Offense set on 1st down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And a sack all the way back at the 5. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
They're setting up the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Illinois lining up quickly.
Well, they're trying to catch the defense off guard there with the bootleg. I don't think the ball handling was great by the quarterback. One reason why it didn't really fool anybody defensively. Give the defense credit. Good job with their eyes. They don't give up too many yards at all.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Wants to throw on third down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. Looking to move it through the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Looking for a block. It's Lincoln. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The offense set for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's going to fire deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's call.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Release to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lincoln. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. Quarterback adapting. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. The Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Bringing it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Clock reads 12 seconds as they head to the line. We'll see if they're content to go to the locker room. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure it affected...
Speeding down the left side. The tap. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the punishment has been extended.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
42, Illinois, 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Quarterback on the keeper. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the return, it's Lincoln. Made a defender miss. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
He wants to go deep. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's third down now. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Off the play fake on first down. They're bringing heat. They get to him as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Caught close to the marker, it's Lincoln. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They'll run the option. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
The Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the pummeling has started. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Snagged in the middle. It's Maddox. Makes the catch and knocked down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense.
And the pass heads picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Griffin. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
Unloads to the right. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Illinois puts it in play from the red zone.
First down, Illinois.
Give to the back. Just trying to power it ahead. They pick up 5. Ball spotted at the 12. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Griffin. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Off play action. He's got it and still on his feet. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Second down, Illinois.
Looking to throw on second down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Michigan! And the route is on. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand.
Michigan 63, Illinois 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on second down from the 15. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. They're trying to get to it. Timeout called by the defense, and 15 seconds to go in this one. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. On first down, here comes this offense. He's going to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop?
Lofts one high and deep. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Just complete and utter dominance.